What's good, YouTube? It's your boy P Money. So the Blazers get their second straight blowout victory against a solid Kings team, 125-99, which was led by the 37 points of McCollum and a couple of other accolades that we'll get into later. But in that first quarter, Barnes, he goes off for 8 points, 3 of 5 from the field, 2 of 3 from 3, and he also had 4 rebounds. Marvin Bagley came with him for 5 points, 2 of 4 from the field, 1 of 1 from 3, 3 rebounds, and a turnover. Other than those two, they only get 4 other field goals from the players that were playing. So they finish out that quarter 8 of 22 for 36%. What kept them in the game is 4 made threes. They get 4 of 4 from the free throw line, dished out 6 assists, 9 rebounds, 1 offensive. They get a steal and 5 turnovers. Other than, like I was saying, Barnes and Bagley, the offense and the defense was looking horrible in that first quarter for the Kings. They allowed 12 points from CJ on 4 of 6 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3, had a rebound, assist, and a steal. Also, Melo coming off the bench with 8 points, 2 of 4 from the field, 0 of 1 from 3, had a rebound. The Blazers, as a team, shoot 12 of 23 from the field for 52%. They go 4 of 11 for 36% from 3. They get 10 made free throws out of 10. They show 8 assists, have 13 rebounds, 2 steals, a block, and 2 turnovers. Bielika, for some reason, wanted to go at Melo, and Melo wasn't having it tonight. And that first quarter, he got off to a very hot start. And also, I loved what the defense was doing in that first quarter for the Blazers, holding the Kings only to 8 made field goals and only 36% from the field. The Blazers end up going up 38-24 after 1. And it was pretty much more of the same through the rest of the way. In that second quarter, the Kings bench, led by both Hassan Whiteside and Glenn Robinson III, each tip in 7 points apiece. Whiteside finishes 2 of 2 from the field, 2 rebounds, an assist, a steal, and a block. Robinson III, he goes 3 of 4 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3, had 3 rebounds and an assist. De'Aaron Fox struggles throughout this game. He gets 7 points, 2 of 7 from the field, a rebound, 2 assists, and he's negative 19 in the plus minus. I know he's dealing with a hamstring injury, but he definitely looked more explosive the night before against Toronto when they got the hinges blown off of him in that game as well. But he looked much better in that game than he did to this game. In the half, the Kings shoot 17 of 40 for 43%, 6 of 17 for 35% from 3. They go 9 of 12 for 75% from the free throw line. They just shot 12 assists, 18 rebounds, 1 offensive. They get 2 steals, 2 blocks, and they have 7 turnovers. But the Kings really can't get it going as they score 1 less point in that quarter and trail 66-49 after the half. The second quarter was pretty much where Dame has his best outing of the night. Also with Nurk. Dame, he finishes up 12 points, 4 of 12 from the field. At the time, he goes 0 of 5 from 3, has 2 rebounds, 3 assists, and he's plus 19. Nurk, 8 points, 3 of 6 from the field, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. And I just liked how confident he was in pretty much everything he was doing. And Nurk is definitely becoming that force that we're used to seeing from him. You know what I'm saying? And this is the second straight game that I really liked what I've seen from Nurk on both ends of the floor. The bench comes in and plays well. Cantor, 4 points, 2 of 4 from the field, but he has 9 rebounds and a turnover. Also, Rodney Hood is going to be a key piece down the stretch for this bench rotation. Once he gets back in the game shape and he has a feel on the offensive end, this is going to be a very dangerous team. In that first half, the Blazers get 19 bench points. CJ, he finishes out the half with 16 points, 6 of 11 from the field, 2 of 5 from 3, had a rebound, 2 assists, a turnover, and a steal. The Blazers as a team go 24 of 51 for 47% from the field. They're not shooting it well from 3. They go 6 of 20 for 30%. They're still perfect, 12 of 12 from the free throw line. They dish out 14 assists, 26 rebounds, 6 offensive. They get 3 steals, a block, and 3 turnovers. And the energy on both ends of the floor for the Blazers tonight was definitely something that stood out to me. I just liked how they just fought all the way throughout, no matter who was in. And this is the second straight game where I've seen this from the Blazers. In that third quarter, 8 turnovers and poor shooting doomed the Kings into pretty much getting just done in. Bagley is leading the way with 12 points, 4 of 10 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3, had 6 rebounds and 2 turnovers. Whiteside off the bench had a very good game, in my opinion. Goes for 11 points, 3 of 5 from the field, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal, and a block. Fox was a complete non-factor in that quarter. He scores for 2 points, 3 of 9 from the field, 0 of 1 from 3. Had a rebound, 2 assists, and 3 turnovers. I think he only played 25 minutes tonight, and he just did not look like he had anything tonight. He ended up finishing 9 points in that quarter. They go 26 of 60 for 44% from the field, 6 of 22 for 27% from 3, 14 of 20 for 70% from the free throw line. They dish out 16 assists, grab 33 rebounds, 3 of those offensive. They have 3 steals, 3 blocks, and they have 15 turnovers. CJ McCollum in that quarter goes off for 16 points to finish up with 32, 12 of 19 from the field, 6 of 10 from 3, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, a turnover, and 2 steals. Dame's night is not great offensively, but he's doing everything else that he needs to do out there. He finishes up the quarter with 17 points, 5 of 16 from the field, 1 of 7 from 3, had 4 rebounds, 6 assists, and a steal. Nurk finishes out his night, 10 points, 4 of 8 from the field, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 turnovers, 3 steals, and a block. And he finishes out his night with a plus 25 and a plus minus. So with the way that the Blazers are playing tonight and the night before, this is the team that I expected to see coming out. It didn't happen that way, but they're rounded out into shape and they're looking like the team that I feel can win the championship, like I was saying. In that quarter, though, the Blazers are up 93-69. So they hold the Kings to under 70 points in 3 quarters. And in that fourth quarter, it's still all pretty much the same. The Kings end up going down 30 in both the third and the fourth quarters. They do take care of the ball better in that fourth quarter, but they're not getting any stops. And it's leading the Blazers just doing whatever they want, getting to wherever they want. And it was just one of those nights where they didn't have it again. And just, it was crazy to see. But, I mean, I'm hyped that I seen the Blazers play like this on both ends in 2 straight games. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how that plays out in the next game. I think the Blazers have the Raptors next. We have a home game against the Raptors, and then we come play the Kings again, if I'm not mistaken. The Bagley finishes out for the Kings as his leading point man with 15 points, but he needs 14 shots to get there. He goes 5 of 14 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3, grabbed 8 rebounds, and had 2 turnovers. Halliburton, to me, was the most impressive King tonight. He had 12 points, 5 of 8 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3, had 2 rebounds, but dished out a game-high 8 assists, had 3 turnovers and a steal. So he was definitely the most efficient guy out there, in my opinion. CJ passes my all-time favorite Blazer, Rasheed Wallace, for 10th all-time in Blazers scoring. He goes for 37 points, an efficient 13 of 22 from the field, 6 of 11 from 3, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, a turnover, 2 steals, and played 29 minutes. Dame, same thing. Now, he has an off night on the offensive end, but he's doing, like I said, everything else. Chips in 17 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists, and he goes plus 26 in the plus minus. I liked how the Blazers held the Kings to 27% three-point shooting. Also, the active hands were messing up everything for the Kings. They were disrupting the passing lanes. People weren't getting in correct positions on either end. And that's all credit to what the Blazers were doing on both ends. Like I said, that third quarter, the Blazers forced 8 turnovers on the Kings. And that's just what stuff that you like to see, because that third quarter was like has been a problem quarter in this early part of the season, but the last 2 games it really hasn't been. Blazers are getting what they want, going where they want to. Cantor tonight was an absolute beast. He gets 11 points, 4 of 9 from the field, 15 rebounds, and a turnover, and only 19 minutes of work. So he's just going to where he needs to go and doing what he needs to do. He's producing. He also finishes up with a +3 and a plus minus. The bench as a whole scores 46 points, led by Melo's 13. Trent Jr. gets 30 minutes of action tonight. He chips in 10 points, 4 of 9 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3, had 2 rebounds, an assist, a turnover, and he finished up with a +2. CJ Ellaby and Nasir Little both hit threes to join the party. It was just an excellent night for all of the Blazers that played tonight. Giles, he played 5 minutes, got 3 fouls, but I just love his energy out there, you know what I'm saying? Every time he gets out on the court, you just know that he's going to bring that energy. So I definitely like what I saw from everyone tonight. Total team effort once again, and that's how we're going to beat all the better teams, you know what I'm saying? Toronto looked pretty good against the Kings last night, so I'm definitely looking forward to that matchup. It looks like they're kind of heating up, so that's a different challenge against those guys the next time out. And I just hope that the Blazers can get another dub so they can get on a winning streak like they need to be, you know what I'm saying? I think we're starting to see what this Blazers team can look like. And these last 2 games, I'm really impressed with what I've been seeing on both ends. And it's going to be tough for any team to beat them when they're clicking like this. And once again, the Blazers don't shoot it well, but getting turnovers, turning those into fast break points, being active in the passing lanes. The interior defense was beautiful tonight. That was one of the biggest reasons why Bagley didn't shoot it well. And then people that were trying to attack the basket, they learned pretty quick tonight that it's not going to be easy. I just loved what I saw from everyone that played tonight. But I don't really have much else in on it. This is your boy P Money. To all my supporters, I appreciate y'all. To all my haters, I appreciate y'all as well, because you're making me do it more. And I'm off this.